think of the best reason to watch Game Night? Probably. Can you think of the worst reason to watch Game Night? Yeah, you probably could do that too. But could you think of like almost the worst, but not quite the worst reason to watch Game Night? Because if you can, then you should join Candice, Nikki, Lincoln, Mike, and myself, Dave, as we play Top 10, a game for 4 to 9 players, published by Cocktail Games and designed by Aurélien Picolet. So, come play. See what we do.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Lincoln.
Will you teach us Top 10?
Will I ever?
All right.
Top 10 is a cooperative party game.
Okay.
We're either all going to win or we're all going to lose. And boy, it's really, really simple.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
The first thing you need to know is that there are 5 players, and you put 1 unicorn chip per player right here in the unicorn spot. All right? The next thing you need to know is that there are a bunch of cards here in our lovely Gamegenic, what's this called? Spire? Is that it?
Squire.
Squire, thank you.
Squire. Deck box.
And deck box, thank you. And these are going to have topics on them. On your turn, you're going to take a card and you're going to choose from one of 2 topics. They're double-sided, but you're just going to choose from whatever side you get, 1 or 2 topics. I will read you some of these as examples. Here's one. You would like to dive into a pool. Full of blank, complete from worst to best. Okay? Or one of the players at this table is a vampire. Reveal their identity by pointing and saying how you figured it out, from a small clue to irrefutable evidence. Okay. So I'll put this card here so you can look at it. So each of these cards is sort of a topic that has a range from something to something. The first something, which is printed in green on the card, is going to essentially be the lowest value, and the red second something is going to be the highest value, and you'll see that we have these cards also numbered 1 through 10. All right? 1 of each number. And what's going to happen is they're going to get shuffled every turn, and then we're all going to get 1 blind. And then the person who is the captain,
I know, I saw
top 10.
Yeah.
Top 10. Says in the rules. Not my pet, not my joke. Not my joke. So, for example, if I'm the captain and I looked at these 2, I'm going to go for the pool. So I say you would like to dive into a pool full of blank. So if your number is 1, then you want that to be the worst. And if your number is 10, then you want that to be the best. But you might not get 1 or 10. You're probably going to get numbers in between. So you have to figure out what you think is, say, a 3 for that answer or a 7 for that answer. Mm-hmm. All right? So everyone thinks, we all figure out what we... Let me look at my number too. Okay. All right, so we all think of what our answer is. Yep. And then, no particular order, we can all just say, okay, well, I'll say my thing or whatever. You can go around the table. If you have one you want to just go, you can go. Do you have one?
It's a pool of anything, right?
Right. Lincoln, do you have one?
Sure do.
We'll come back to you.
Okay.
Pool of bricks.
Bricks, okay.
I would say nice fluffy feathers.
Okay, fluffy feathers. Okay.
I would say a pool of marshmallows.
Oh,
Marshmallows.
That sounds good too.
I would say a pool full of water.
Pool full of pudding.
Pudding.
That's
Okay.
pretty good.
So then the captain...
Especially if it's rice pudding.
Let's assume the captain is me. Okay. So what the captain is trying to do, the captain then picks one of the 5 players, and that player then reveals their card, and it goes here on the board. And what the captain is trying to do is the captain is trying to put the lowest card first. And it doesn't have to be... obviously, they're not going to necessarily be sequential, but what you're trying to do is you're trying to place a card so that whatever the next card is higher than the previously placed card. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And for every time you don't do that, if like the 4 is there and then the next card is a 2, you move one of your unicorns to the poo.
To the poo icon.
All right? Now, if there was a 4 there
It's a
and
happy
then
poo, though.
if there was a 4 there and you put a 2 over it, that would be a zonk. If you then put a 3 on top of the 2, that is not a zonk because 3 is higher than 2.
Makes sense.
Even though it was lower than the 4, Okay, you're just doing whatever the most recent card is. You just have to be higher than the whatever was recently played there. Okay. So the worst is the lowest number. You said bricks, right, Lincoln?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're first. I'm gonna say. Okay, there's a lot.
That's a good one.
Nice.
Okay, I have already forgotten everyone answers. Wait,
I
marshmallows.
said marshmallows.
Fluffy feathers.
Fluffy feathers.
Pudding.
Pudding.
And you had water.
And I have water.
Oh.
This is hard.
Okay, wait. Marshmallows. Marshmallows.
Marshmallows.
Fluffy feathers.
Yes.
And pudding.
Pudding.
I think water is next
Okay.
at 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And now I don't know. I'm going to say Nikki. 6.
Oh.
And then I'm going to say Candice.
Nice.
7.
Wow.
And then Mike.
8.
Those are all
you
in
were gonna be
sequence,
10
too.
actually.
Wow.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So, guys, what'd you think?
Okay.
That's game night. See you next week. All right. The game takes place over 5 rounds.
Because
One
there's
for
5
every
of
player,
us.
yeah.
Actually, it's funny. The game actually says the game takes place in 5 rounds,
Okay,
regardless of
interesting.
number of players. But you know what? If you played a 6-player game, I could see where you'd go 6 rounds because everybody wants to be the captain once, right?
Yeah, I mean-
that's half the fun
Yeah,
of
as
it.
a house rule, that makes sense.
We have a solution for that. Give me that. Give me that. Gamegenic. Ingenious supplies.
Anyway, that's the game. So let me shuffle these
Wait,
up.
that wasn't our first real round?
No, sadly.
So good.
And we
All
are
right.
so good.
All right, well, I already
I
went.
thought
Here
Dave
you go,
did a
Nikki.
great job. by the way.
Me?
Holy
Yeah, I already went.
Oh, I worry about feathers. Like if I were to go right
You'd
through
hurt
them,
yourself with that.
exactly.
I knew what Mike meant, but I
Yeah.
didn't want to get too literal. I thought, wow, a pool full of feathers might hurt.
Yeah, exactly. Little scratches, or that you might go right through them to the bottom of the pool. But bricks, you're not getting very far.
No.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Yes.
After a shipwreck, you find yourself with one object on a desert island. What is it? From most useless to most useful.
So 1 most
Most
useless,
useless.
10 most useful.
On an island.
It is a desert island.
Yeah, yeah. So there's nothing there.
Okay, I think I got mine. Ooh, or do I?
Yeah. Every time I think of something, I'm like, no, that's not quite right.
Okay.
Okay,
Let me think. I'm not
you
there.
got yours?
Do
You
I
have
have to say it first?
No.
But you have to have one.
Yeah, you want to know where you fit
I
in.
kind of wanted to see
Okay.
what
Okay,
people
I,
would.
I kind of want to see what people
I
say
have one.
too.
I have one. So I'll go a backpack.
Ooh.
And I'll, can I change? I would say a large size backpack.
Okay.
Large backpack.
You got one?
Yeah. I would say 2 cases of water.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. I'm going to say a cell phone.
Okay. I would say a backpack, cell phone, 2 cases of water. I would say flip-flops.
A rock.
Okay.
We're lucky we had a rock. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Is it a pet rock?
It would probably become your pet rock.
It might if it's a lonely
All right, so who do you think is the lowest number?
Lincoln.
2?
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Then
Well, having heard all the other ones, it meant I didn't have to try to figure the most basest, terrible thing I could find.
Right.
Right.
sure. I think it's me next.
Okay.
You.
4.
Okay.
What did you have again? You had
Flip-flops.
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 Might be good.
Kind of useless.
Okay. What's next?
Do you need a recap?
You got cell phone, you got two cases of water, and you had
large
a large
backpack.
backpack.
Yeah.
Desert island. Do you need a backpack? I guess if you're going to collect coconuts, but are there even coconuts on the island?
There was on Gilligan's
Am I
Island.
putting too much effort into it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Come see what.
I think you're next with the backpack.
That is absolutely correct.
Yay, Nikki!
Then water is very important, and a cell phone is important if you have reception to get yourself saved.
Could be a satellite phone. He might have should have said that, but anyway.
But
Says cellular phone.
I think cell phone is next. You have a sad face.
Oh, it had reception. It had reception.
Section.
Yeah.
You're right. I should have said like a working cell phone.
Or yeah.
That's
I agree.
okay.
It's okay.
I should have
right.
qualified it.
Okay.
Unless
Come on,
Candice is
10. Come on, 10.
No.
Yeah.
That's why I said 2 cases of water.
Yeah, I know.
Like not
thought-
infinite supply.
Immediate
Yeah.
would
Nope.
be the water.
Yep.
And then the cell phone.
Yep. I
That
should
was
have.
tricky. It was
I
tricky.
100% should have qualified that.
It is okay. It is okay.
All
There you
right.
go. It's all right. One poop
At least
down.
it's a happy poop.
Sure.
Is there unhappy poop?
I almost want to rig this so you always get the lowest number every time. I
Yeah.
Rocks. Bricks.
thought about it too. I should have. Actually, I should have just said. The problem was at 9. I don't know if someone has 10,
You don't?
Yeah,
Exactly.
you go.
so I don't know how to qualify it right.
Right.
Like, that's kind of cool.
You are in a hot air balloon, which is having trouble leaving the ground. From what do you throw out from the lightest to the heaviest?
Okay.
Lightest to heaviest.
I'm gonna go some dust that's in the corner of the.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with 24 bricks.
Oh,
I'm gonna say a bowling ball.
okay.
A feather.
Okay. Wow. And I will say a paperback.
Pick bag.
Okay, so it's now between a feather and some dust in the corner, which is going to be a real challenge because they're equally worthless.
Several feathers.
Okay, we're going to requalify. Okay, well, we'll start with Mike.
Yes, my dust is very.
Okay,
one.
Nikki P.
Yes. Good. Yeah.
And then I'm 4.
Yep.
Now it's
between.
Dave and then Candice. A
Lane.
bowling ball with a bunch of bricks. Yeah, so it's Dave.
7.
Okay, Candice.
Bam!
Yay!
Good job, Lincoln. Oh.
Nice job there. Nice job, Lincoln.
Not anymore.
Oh, that was a poo there.
What?
We have
was
one
one?
poop. We have only one
Oh,
poop.
one. Okay.
Yeah. So we
Put
just
that
leave
there.
the unicorns, I guess.
Leave the unicorns where they're
Take
at.
the cannoli. Leave the unicorns. All right, Mike.
Okay,
We're just
thanks.
tossing them.
Here we go.
Did you mean to toss me this one?
It's just.
No, that's, yeah, it's one that's supposed to go
Oh.
out.
I just tossed that one in the wrong direction.
You are organizing TV auditions. Create a selection criteria for a reality TV show from the least wanted to the most wanted.
Ooh.
Reality TV show.
Reality TV show. Remember, we want viewers. So think
Well, like an exciting TV show. Like what the subject of that reality
selection
TV show.
criteria. Yeah.
Oh, not what an actor would.
You are organizing TV auditions. Create a selection criteria for a reality TV show. What would I want? What would I want this person to have so they be
Yeah.
on my show?
Got it.
So it's the people for the people.
Or the
auditioning.
people
Correct,
on
you're
the
right.
show. Yep.
What are you
To-
looking? What are you looking for in
And
your
it's-
contestants?
Yes.
Least.
Least wanted to most wanted.
To most.
Wow. That is tough, Mike.
You want all of the people to be like
So
this?
I'll do mine. I'll do my first.
Okay.
A former reality TV show runner-up.
Okay,
They were on a show. and
Yeah.
They were a runner-up.
that's your criteria. You're looking for that. Okay.
Well, that's his.
That's
Right,
mine. Yep.
Okay. I'm looking for people with good posture.
Okay. And that's great.
Okay, I'll give you mine. Bona fide superstar movie star.
I see. I like that one.
I want Lincoln's numbers every time.
Do you have one?
Oh man.
I can go.
Go.
Okay.
I'm looking for someone who only shows up hungover every once in a while.
Okay.
Well.
Okay.
All right then.
Okay.
Someone that has that next door
Person next door kind of thing.
person next door good looks.
Okay.
Tricky.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to start with Candice.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're hungover sometimes. Yep. Then Dave's posture. That's helpful, but hopefully it's higher than a 3.
It's exactly higher than a 3.
Okay. So then we have the movie star.
Yeah, bona
We have the
fide
boy
superstar.
next door, and then we have a reality show runner-up. So I think we're gonna go in so I'm gonna go with Nikki first,
6.
and then we're gonna go with Mike next, and then
Yes.
Lincoln.
Yes.
Come on, Lincoln!
I really let you guys do
Yes!
That was great.
That one was a little hard. I agree.
That was.
a little hard.
That was actually great because it was hard, right?
Yeah.
It's half the fun of it to a certain extent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I get that. That is a deep, deep cut.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna do a mime one.
Okay.
Ding! First round. You are the boxer in the ring. Mime your fight from being really scared to Rocky Balboa.
Okay.
So 1 is really scared. 10 is Rocky Balboa.
Okay.
You want me to go?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm gonna go next.
Okay.
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 Okay. Noted. Okay.
Body blow. Body blow.
Okay. All right. Lincoln.
You were doing. Oh, yeah, actually, that was Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Actually.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
want to see yours.
Mine is
No.
All right.
There you go.
I might have messed up.
okay. Well, we'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see. All right. I think I'm gonna go Dave first.
Yeah, I felt that
He
was.
was
Then we'll go Mike.
Good job, Dave.
And then let's see. Between the 3 of us,
Yeah.
I think I'm leaning towards Nikki.
I think that you would be right.
Okay, we'll see. We'll
We'll
see.
see.
Okay.
You can always ask me to do it again, but I don't know that I could repeat it.
That'd be
Let's
a
do it
tough
again, just cause.
That'd be a tough thing to repeat. That's actually pretty accurate to what you did before.
I'm gonna say Lincoln.
Oh, I hope that you're right, but
Oh. Are
Are
you 8? Yeah. That was hard. Those are both pretty good. Because you looked pretty confident.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You looked more fierce, but you looked sort of relaxed in
Yeah,
a way that
you're
had
like,
a lot
this
of
is
confidence. So
easy.
I wasn't
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Will you
I
do the
mean,
honors,
maybe I went a little too
Mr.
hard.
Dammers? All right, here we go. Last
Was
round.
that round 4? So this
Yes,
is
this
round
is last
5?
round. Yep.
Okay.
we started with Dave's test round. That was good too.
Yeah. That was good. Okay.
A pool.
While you're about to get your numbers, invent the title of an article posted on Facebook
Oh no.
from one which gets no reaction at all to the one which gets the most likes. No reaction at all to the one that gets the most likes.
I know what my post would be to say that was back in the day when I
I'm
talked about
gonna-
Facebook.
I might be
Dave would probably guess what that one was.
I might be taking that from you actually.
Okay. Well, you can start.
Sure. I'm organizing my sock drawer.
Okay.
That's good. I mean, I know that.
Yeah.
I'm at Santa Monica Beach with my family.
That's
my
kind of where I
gosh.
was at.
Here's mine. My mom turns 95 today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a hard one.
I knew this was going to be a hard
Yeah.
one. I picked it for the hardness. We skated through that pool full of feathers one.
It's a tuna sandwich.
It's a tuna sandwich?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
Mike's like, I don't even know what side of that am I
Yeah.
even on?
Yeah.
This is great.
Beach. Yours was I'm organizing my sock drawer.
Yeah.
Grandma's
I don't know. Mine's not
birthday.
good. I will
No,
give you.
but
Which one would you want to watch?
It's not watch, but you know,
Right.
what's most exciting?
sock drawer, tuna sandwich.
Okay, well, Nikki.
I'm gonna say.
No, okay, you're not saying that.
No,
It's
I
me.
don't-
I'm
I-
the
no,
judge.
just trying
Oh,
to
yeah,
say-
yeah,
I'm trying to
yeah,
compare.
I'm sorry.
yeah,
I am
yeah,
the
yeah.
captain.
Yeah, 10.
I can convince a little, so I'm not trying not to do that. So we had sock drawer
Yep.
and tuna sandwich.
Don't worry about your kibitzing. I've already picked between these two.
Well, I might not be right there. It's okay.
Here's a grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh,
wow.
you son of a
Wow,
gun.
wow.
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 You want me to kibitz?
Nope.
Okay,
I don't.
I will tell you afterwards.
I don't. I love
Okay.
it.
Okay. Oof. Sorry, Dave.
Well, I think
No,
tuna
that's
fish
okay.
is
I'm
gross,
gonna
I knew this was
so-
going to be
I
hard.
apologize to you right
I
off
picked
the
it
bat.
on purpose because I knew it was going to be hard.
Yeah. Okay.
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 Organizing my sock drawer. It's a tuna sandwich. Here's a grilled cheese sandwich.
I'm going to
You're fine.
Santa
You're fine.
Monica
You're
Beach with
fine.
my family.
Right.
Yep. Okay.
Here's the deal. It's these three, then you, then me. The question is, what's with these three?
Yeah. Well, I hate tuna fish, so
Oh, well, yeah, it's got mayonnaise in it. I know that about you.
I think, even though on a true level, that the sock drawer post has like a bit of whimsy to it. I don't think you meant it that way. So I'm picking you to go first.
Okay, that was a good choice.
Good.
nice.
But I think between tuna sandwich and sock drawer, I think
Yeah.
sock drawer would get more likes because I think people would go, "What the what?"
Yeah.
Okay, it's a tuna sandwich. Here's a grilled cheese sandwich. It's got to be Lincoln next. Oh no, 5. Oh no.
2.
Oh,
No.
Ooh. All right.
Vampire.
Then
I-
Candice.
Oh.
You're before me
yes.
because I'm 9.
Oh, wow.
So what?
What did you say
And
again?
what's your
My mom turns 95 today.
That's
Yeah,
a good
like,
thing.
Yeah,
like
like-
that.
That's
That's
like
like
next year.
if I said she turned 100 today, that would be the 10. Like
Okay.
I shaved off 5 to make it a 9
Right.
Yeah.
in case someone had the 10.
Right.
Right.
That was tough.
I knew I had to go in between you guys, which was exactly correct. Right? I thought you had one and I thought you had three.
I don't know. I wanted to say what she said. Exactly that. I went and had a picnic with my family. That seemed like middle of the road. So I was like trying to put. I didn't know how middle of the road she
Right,
was, which she was a
right.
6, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was like
yours.
I figured 10 would be like.
I thought yours was around 7, actually.
Okay.
And I
okay.
thought tuna sandwiches are boring, so I thought that was
Yeah, I
like
like
4 or
sandwiches.
3.
Yeah, I would never have placed that higher than 3 in my mind. You were either 2 or 3, and Mike was the other 2 or 3.
right.
Because they
Okay,
both
But I
seem
had
so low
heard
to
Mike's
me.
at that point.
I understand.
Correct. Right.
Correct.
You know, saying another sandwich. This is the one thing we had in a game we played before was water. More than one person said you're in the desert and you have things that you need. More than one person said water. I'm like, think differently here. Which one's
Yeah.
better? You
Yeah.
know. And poor Scott was in that game and he said a fully stocked jet. But this was another thing. I was like a 9 when we played the second game.
Right.
And I gave something so great, but it wasn't. Scott's 10 had to be better than that. That's
All right,
what,
so
you need to judge what the other people do. with
We
you.
ended
That's-
up with 3 poop, 2 unicorn.
Oh,
What
man.
does that? What does that mean?
Pull out the thing.
Oh, yeah.
There's actually a
Yeah,
scoring
I don't think we
system.
did very well.
Not that it matters.
We
Let's
didn't.
see. 3 poop, 2 unicorn. Oh, it's not even that. It's just poop, or only unicorns. More unicorns than poop, or more poop. More poop is what we have. So, not bad. Have another try. You'll do better.
Want to do it again?
Let's have another try.
Okay.
We'll do better.
Yeah, I
All
think
right.
sometimes it comes down to like knowing your audience because if someone
Yeah.
said
Yes.
tuna and I'm the captain.
Well, you weren't the
know.
captain.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. Maybe you like to. I don't know.
It's like a lot of these.
Exactly, like when you
A lot of these games are that way, though, right? When
course.
when Apples to Apples first came out, a lot of it is like, who's the judge?
Yes, absolutely.
What will that what do I know of that person, and what will they think?
All right, well,
Thank you.
let's do it.
Okay.
But I knew that was a hard. That was going to be a tough one anyway.
Yes.
I figured whoever had like 10 would say they.
well, Dave
went to
was. I mean,
Mars
I
or
thought
something.
Dave's was high, but I'd
It was.
forgotten what it was by the time we got back to him.
Luckily, it didn't matter because I was the
Yeah.
captain.
Captain.
Okay, describe the pitch for the next blockbuster Netflix series.
Ooh,
Okay,
okay.
from the one nobody will watch to a guaranteed hit.
Okay.
Okay.
The one no one will watch. Guaranteed hit.
As a pitch, we're pitching it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
We're so Hollywood. It'd be.
Right.
We have one person that would have some experience, maybe. with
Yeah.
that, but not in Netflix.
And it's from lowest numbers bad to highest number
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Everybody's
right.
gonna
Okay.
watch it.
Oh boy.
You ready to go?
Sure.
Mike's ready. Oh, look at him. Listen.
Okay.
I got one too. I'm ready.
There's a bunch of tuna sandwiches. Lots of tuna sandwiches.
Documentary on tuna
No,
sandwich?
no.
Oh, it's not even.
Tuna sandwiches, just out there.
It's the callback.
8 episodes of tuna sandwiches.
Might be important to people that know the reference of the tuna sandwiches, though. I don't know. Might be an audience for that.
Mine is a sequel to The Queen's Gambit. We get all the original cast from The Queen's Gambit, but this time it's on the moon.
What?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
Mine is a Star Wars spin-off about the Ewoks.
On Netflix.
And that-
Netflix.
All the more enticing. All the more enticing.
Man. Between Ewoks and tuna sandwiches and moons.
The middle numbers are hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But that's what's great.
It's like a
I
trick
think
kicking
that's what's
game.
great.
Like, what do I do with these sevens?
But that is some like data you can kind of gather.
Right.
I can do a sequel to tuna sandwiches,
Okay.
which is grilled cheese sandwich.
Nice.
I like it. I like it.
The old preying on previous knowledge trick.
Yes.
Well, I mean, that's where it
Hey,
sticks me. But anyway, I
legit.
would say
That's legit.
mine is roast beef sandwiches.
No.
So we'll start with Mike.
Yes.
Then we'll go with Nikki.
A lot of sandwiches going on.
Okay. Dave. Oh no.
I'm 8.
Good.
And Candice.
I think Candice is
It
higher than
worked.
you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I actually thought you were
thought
going
yours
to
was-
be 10.
No,
No,
I
the moon was too
specifically
strong.
I specifically used the word sequel. I thought that would
Yeah.
knock me off of 10 by saying
Yeah.
sequel.
But when you
sequel-
said on the moon,
Because sequels
I
are
was
never
like,
better than the original.
You're
Yeah.
right.
but when you said on the moon, I was like, wow, that
I know, I was
sounds
trying to
really
figure out, I was like,
intriguing.
it's-
Did it though?
Yes.
No,
Here's the
no,
deal.
it did
To
not,
me,
no.
that actually
That brought it
skewed
down.
lower
Yeah.
than
That
8.
brought it down.
But more
Yeah.
importantly, it has to be close to an 8, right? So it has to be good, but it can't be too good.
That made me think you had the 10, and I had the 9, so that's why I
Well,
went Ewoks
Ewoks-
instead
Yeah.
of Luke Skywalker.
Yeah. No, you were great.
Well, that was the thing.
But it
Ewoks,
worked. It
When
worked.
you said Star Wars, you were already better than me.
there already is an Ewok TV movie that was not great, and so I was like, huh, where does that go?
Something of Endor or something like that. I remember.
Yeah,
seeing
something like
back
that.
in the day.
Here.
Okay, I think this one might be fun.
All right.
Here we go. You apply for an accountant's job. What leisure activities do you list on your resume? From the one that will turn them off from hiring you to the one that will convince them for them to hire you.
Okay.
Accountant job.
An accountant job?
An accountant job.
You're listing leisure activity.
Leisure activities, correct.
Okay, Mike, I'll give you mine.
Yes.
I play poker once a week,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm good at chess, and I'm also into horseback riding.
Wow, okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry for you, man.
Okay, got it.
I actually feel like I have nailed my number. Doesn't mean I have.
Well,
In my mind, I feel like I've nailed my number.
I enjoy creating Excel spreadsheets
Okay.
and sorting data.
Okay, that's good.
Read me the scales again.
Sure. One would be something that would
Man.
turn me off from hiring you, versus 10 would be like, I should hire you immediately.
I'm not sure that I did that well, but we'll see.
Okay.
You got yours?
Not.
I
Almost.
I enjoy golf
Mm-hmm.
and cleaning my pool. And baking.
Sounds good. Okay.
I just thought of a genius. Never.
Okay.
And
When we're done, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Oh, I love it so much.
I program scientific calculators and play 18xx board games.
What about you?
So I'm talking about ordering. So I do some gambling on the weekends,
Yeah.
but I do balance my checkbook sometimes.
All right.
The gambling thing is what makes me worry.
But I have some money in the bank.
Okay.
I have
like
some money
it.
in the bank.
All right.
You're not hurting? Okay. But that's a hobby, is the money in the bank?
Well, I am not.
Okay, okay.
In my economic world, I guess. My accountant
Okay,
job
Mike.
world.
So I think you were the horseback riding one.
No, that was me.
That was
Horseback
him.
riding, poker.
Horseback riding, poker, and chess.
Horseback riding on weekends.
I'm gonna go with Mike first. I'm gonna start with Mike.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
What was his again? Gambling,
Gambling and whatever. Yeah.
and his money in the bank. Interesting. Okay.
I'm gonna go Dave next.
Well, I'm higher than you.
And then I'm gonna do Nikki.
I think Nikki is 1 or 2.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no, she's 7. Oh my gosh.
Okay,
You're
so
doing it.
How did you get that?
Hold on. Let me see.
You're
We had
doing it.
Excel spreadsheets, right?
Yeah.
And then we had you.
I thought you were higher when you threw
Let's
play
horseback
program
riding.
calculators and play 18xx.
Lincoln and Lincoln.
How did you get Nikki?
Amazing!
Golf?
Wow.
Was it golf?
Cleaning my pool
How did you get that?
and baking.
Very boring. Very middle of the road.
Yeah.
Very average.
Oh.
And you said poker to start with. It means you gamble, right?
Right.
I know,
And I
the
need
gambling.
to go lower than that, but not horribly low.
Wow.
But if
Wow,
I
that
went
was
first,
So in my mind, you were like 1.
no, that's I would. That's
Well,
average.
anytime gambling is in your
I-
accounting, I feel that should be a low
Yeah,
number.
that's-
I thought
Yeah.
of a great number if you had number. I thought of a great clue if you had number 1. You go, well, I have 3 main activities: drinking and smoking.
That was really good. That was
Yeah.
pretty good
That'd be
too. That was pretty good too.
Yeah.
I'm glad you had the 8 because I was.
Wow, Mike, that was amazing.
Well,
I would
I
have gotten
wanted
that
to give,
so
like,
wrong.
I want you to hire me. I'm
Yeah.
into
Right.
spreadsheets,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, and you also, it was like.
but it didn't feel like an 8. But the thing was, is I couldn't. No wonder all our numbers
Yeah.
were so close together. It was ridiculous.
That's hard.
Well, I lucked into it. I got that. That was amazing, Mike. That was amazing. She had nothing like mathy really going on, so that's why I was worried that.
But it was the middle of the road of the cards
she
we
was going
had, right?
for the cliche of accounting, and I was
Yeah.
too focused. I would have blown it.
Okay.
The first 2 you
Yeah.
said, but as soon as you put horseback on there, I was like,
I thought, well, that's
this
not
is an
numbers
exciting
related.
person, you know?
Well, then I did nail my
little
number by accident.
A little
Yeah.
risky. But you were not
You
the
got it,
captain.
though. Yeah,
Yeah.
the captain figured it
It's
out.
true. All right,
All
Captain.
right, new
Yeah.
captain time.
Yes.
Captain. All right. What is the third ingredient for a vacation? Sun, getting away from it all, and blank
Okay.
from completed. From a nightmare vacation, 1, to the ideal vacation, 10.
Okay.
So sun, getting away from it all, and blank.
Okay. I have mine.
Go for it.
Sun, getting away from it all, and sun.
And
Okay.
more sun.
It was sun, getting away from it all, and
And then whatever you say.
and blank.
And blank.
Okay.
blank.
And more sun. And sun.
And more sun, sure.
I'll jump in
Okay.
and say sun, getting away from it all, and attending a board game convention and playing all of my favorite games.
Okay.
Wow.
And only having a flight delayed,
Wow.
but still getting there.
Well, all right.
3 things we have: fear, surprise.
Yes.
Were you going to a convention too? Board game convention as well?
When your flight got delayed.
I'm just saying I got there.
Unspecified.
I just
Okay.
saying I got
Got
there
somewhere.
and only got a couple of delays.
Okay.
I got there.
Sun, getting away from it all, attending a board game convention to play all my favorite games with all my favorite friends.
Wow.
That's actually not good in a way because she knows her number,
Right.
right?
Attending a board game.
Yeah. Whatever you
Believe
do,
me.
don't say a tuna sandwich.
Okay, more tuna sandwiches. Sun, getting away from it all in my front yard.
Okay. Okay, so flight delayed, sun, chilling in the front yard.
I don't think he
Nice.
said chilling in the
Oh.
front
Yeah.
yard.
He
He
just
just said
said
the
front
front
yard.
yard.
Just the front yard.
And then,
I don't know.
Yeah, I know ours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a reason I went first.
yeah,
Or
sure.
early.
Sure.
Okay. So none of these sound like nightmares.
Right.
So
Right.
between you three,
What was Dave's again?
sun.
More sun.
Oh yeah, man. Maybe I didn't
Getting
do
a
that
lot
right.
of sun. Maybe it's too much sun. Dave.
Are you picking me?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick you.
Well, I'm 4.
Oof.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-oh. I don't like that ooh. Lincoln.
3. Yeah.
Okay, I poop.
3's tough.
Mike.
That's
Yeah.
tough.
3 is hard.
It wasn't horrible, right?
Hey,
Hey,
3, 4, 5. I
that's
mean,
yeah,
you
that
were-
was tough.
You had it. That was
Yeah,
pretty close. I
okay.
thought you were before me,
Yeah.
but I could see why she wouldn't be sure.
And then me, and then Nikki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very good, Nick.
Yeah, I was like, if I have the 9, I'm either the highest or someone has
Yeah.
the 10. So
Right.
I felt
How do
Go
I
ahead and
outdo
do
that? Oh, best friends.
Yeah.
So I don't know if sun is too good. Like, do you want more sun?
I know that was a
I
that was
figured-
5.
It was hard. It's
I
hard.
figured it was sort of bland,
Yeah.
so it would be somewhere in the middle,
Okay.
depending on what everybody had. Now, obviously, if I know that there's 3, 4, 5 out there, but if there's 1 and 6 out there,
Right.
then I know
Right.
sun covers me for that
Yeah,
spread.
It's hard. It's really hard. Okay.
I thought front yard was the worst of everything.
Yeah, I just
That
was
seemed like
it's-
the worst
I didn't
of
want to make it horrible
I didn't
because it wasn't
know.
horrible.
You could have. I mean, right, at that point, you didn't know. You could have said cockroaches and been fine, right? Because clearly, no one had the 1.
I know, but I wasn't sure about Mike's situation, right?
Yeah.
It seemed like it was pretty good,
I got there.
and you were 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And what were you?
I was 3.
Okay.
So it
Okay,
started
here we
with
go.
Mike
Tuna
and
fish
me.
sandwiches next.
Yeah, yeah.
Here you go.
All right.
And,
Sun.
and I'm gonna just
Sun
make.
getting away from.
I'm gonna
lots
make-
of tuna fish.
I'm gonna make a
sandwiches.
I'm gonna make my captain
Gross.
rule right now. I will not accept tuna fish sandwich as an answer.
What?
Aw.
I mean, my number tells me that's my
All
answer.
right, then I'll allow it.
Yeah.
When you go over to a friend's house, what do you take? From common to unusual. 1 common to 10 unusual. You go over to a friend's house, what do you take? Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll say extra money just in case.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say a 6-pack of craft beer found at Ralph's.
Okay.
That probably means something.
A giraffe.
Okay.
Wow.
I like it.
That's Nikki's going to her friend's house.
I like it.
I'm gonna invite you over to my house.
I'll bring the giraffe.
And this is for you, right, Dave?
Yeah.
I will take the new Mars Volta record on vinyl.
Wow. What if I don't have a turntable, Candice?
Okay.
And then, I'll bring some. I don't even know what we're doing. I'm assuming.
When you
I
go
will.
over to friends' houses,
Yeah,
what do you take?
a bottle of wine.
Oh, I like that. Okay. I'm first
Okay.
with the 2. And I think between you guys are clearly at the top. I think Mike is next.
I have a 4.
And I think Lincoln is after that.
Oh.
And then I think Candice is next.
Would have been
Oh.
a little in the middle.
And then I think Nikki is last.
Giraffe.
Definitely.
Yeah, 9.
Interesting.
I know what would have been 10. I brought a spaceship.
Oh, well. So that's not unusual, that record? That seemed unusual to me. It
But
seems like an
bringing
unusual thing to
vinyl
bring to
doesn't
friend's
seem-
house.
Bringing vinyl is not that unusual. That's what I was
You have a
thinking.
record player?
Wait,
So that's
bringing
what-
I do
vinyl
have
is
one, but not
unusual?
out.
We're bringing a record
That's what
over
I'm
to a friend's house?
No one does that
Out,
anymore.
out,
Well,
out of
I-
context,
Vinyl
that would have been
is
weird. Out of
in,
here, I thought
Dave.
that would be pretty common. I
Well,
would think
but, I
that's
mean,
a 3 or 4.
that seems like she's excited about
Right.
it,
Yeah.
right? To me, I felt it was a higher number.
Oh, you thought it was a
she-
higher?
Yeah.
me too,
Okay.
I
right?
thought it was a lower number because it was more
It's like
common.
middle, yeah, it's middle of the road.
I thought it was a
I think
4.
bringing drinks are very
you-
common.
Yeah, right.
So I think that's very common, so that's lower, right?
right.
And I'm not going giraffe.
I don't know. I don't think it's a really great question. Ultimately,
Yeah.
right? It's a weird
Whatever.
level range.
There's always going to be some questions that are open to misinterpretation,
Sure,
which
sure.
is
Right.
part of the fun, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that-
Well, I mean,
and
it's
I only
on
put
you.
that in slight quotes because sometimes that is really fun, and sometimes it's just a disconnect, and nothing
Right,
you can do
right.
about it, right?
Okay, is this round 4 or round 5?
5. I think it's 5.
I mean,
'cause
I
started.
think
Okay.
That's when it started.
I don't. It just depends. Like,
Yep.
if you don't drink wine, for example, so
Right.
like,
But that's for other
I could
people
have
that enjoy
I
it.
could have balanced that
Yeah.
against your answer. All right, what's our question?
Because I don't buy liquor at all.
Right, right.
What did your horoscope say this morning? From really bad day to great news.
Okay. I'll go. I'll go.
I like how bold you are.
I'll go.
It's like it seems challenging.
Well, it just needs to start. Also, you need like a starting point.
Sure.
Right?
Yes.
My horoscope said Libra, by the way. Libra. It said, good news. You will win almost all games you play today.
Ooh,
Okay.
game related. Mine said you probably shouldn't leave the house.
Mine says, you'll have a fun day today, but you'll be delayed yet again. Traffic.
Mike's
There's
got
a
delays
theme.
on his
Traffic.
Mike's
mind.
got a theme
theme.
going
There's
on.
some traffic. There's some traffic.
Mike, you weren't recently delayed in real life, were you?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay, mine said it's gonna be a pretty good day, but you're gonna be delayed because you got a flat tire.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I'm stressed.
And what's yours?
Am I the only one?
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Flat tire. You're just delayed because of traffic. You're not supposed to leave the house.
Yep.
You were
I'm going to win almost all the
your
games I played
games
today.
that you've played today. My horoscope said you're gonna have a pleasant day.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh,
right.
this seems tough.
All right.
Yeah.
So Lincoln, I believe,
Yep.
is one of the bad.
Yep.
Then Mike.
Oh, I think Candice before Mike.
Really?
I think so, but we'll see.
Well, what has you're going to be delayed? Yes.
Yeah.
But I said delayed and a flat tire.
Yeah.
Well, that's clearly.
Oh, I called it wrong.
It's okay.
That's okay.
Then Candice.
You just flipped him in your head.
Yeah, I flipped
Yep.
him in my
Yeah.
head.
I did that once.
And then me,
Yep.
Nice.
and then Dave.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay.
8 though.
Yep. Well,
Dang it.
I wasn't gonna win them all.
Gamegenic. Ingenious supplies.
Well, there you go.
Oh, that was the whole thing.
Yeah, we just did.
I knew
Hey, more
flat tire
pumpkin.
was worse.
We need to
I
play
went
again.
backwards.
No, we need to play again.
I guess we're gonna play again.
If I
We have
had
to play again?
guessed, I knew flat tire was
Yep.
worse than what Mike's.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's
Mixed
hard.
up.
Even with 5 players, it's sometimes hard to remember them all.
Yeah.
I did that in the first game we played. I had them. There was a round where I had 2 things flipped like that.
But at least they're smiling poops.
Yeah, I
They're
know.
smiling poofs.
Smiling.
So what do you think, Nick?
As party games go,
Yeah.
this is fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. The questions that they've come up with are interesting. It's funny that in my head sometimes I flip. That's why I'm glad we were repeating that. Like unusual means 10 and
Yeah.
whatever means 1, because I flip flop those in my head a lot.
Yep.
The randomness of the cards, knowing that there's 1 through 10, but not all the numbers are going to be out, is really, I think, ingenious part of the game, because you can get them clumped together, you can get them across the board. There may not be a 10 or a 9
Absolutely.
out there. And how do you gauge the person giving the clue? How do they gauge that? Because they don't know if maybe a 10 is out there. So I think it's really neat in the order in which people say things, so that it might inform you as to what you need to put down. There's a lot of engagement with the other players instead of the timer's running out, I got to write down an answer, and you don't have that like, this may not be right if so-and-so says this or writes that down or something like that. So it takes care of that problem and creates more interaction between the players.
Yep.
So I think that's really neat.
When you guys played, how many players did you play with?
It was maybe 6 was the most, maybe
Yeah.
6.
And Mike, when
maybe.
you played, how many did you play with?
We played with 5.
And Candice?
I think 6, 5 or 6.
Yeah, we
I think
played-
it was 5 actually when
We
I
played it at the.
I can't
BGG
imagine
Spring.
playing this
BGG
with like
Spring.
7 people.
I
That would be
played
so hard.
I think I
Sounds
played.
crazy.
Maybe we played. There was one game that we had, but I think it was 6. It could have been 7 because we invited somebody over. I think.
5 seems like the sweet spot for me, because there's still enough closeness, but with also enough range, and also with 7.
You know, what is this? Is 7 the max that they're saying?
9.
No, I think you
That's
can
also
play up.
playing.
You can play up to 9.
Okay, because there was something about that people were saying like, what? It seems like you could do it as much as you want. It just makes it hard.
I think when you played a 9, the captain doesn't go,
Right. Okay.
so that you only have 8 things.
Numbers.
Yeah,
Sounds
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, with even with 5, there you could get like a 2, 3, 4 to make it tough. But I mean, with 7, not only would it be hard to do the numbers, but I think that you might get just stall while people are trying to come up with their thing, right?
Right.
Because the thing that I could see gamers especially thinking of as being a bug to this game, I actually think is kind of a feature, which is I like hearing someone else's answer and then being able to recalibrate mine. I think that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like so when we played it, I think we played it that the captain gave the
Went
first.
first?
Clue. Yeah. I feel that it sets a tone, right? Like I've never played it like this. Now we
anyone
played it
can
as
start?
written, and you know we were taught by the jury. So I'm wondering if there was a difference between the German rules and the English rules. I don't know, right? It's a different. I believe
like maybe
it's
the German rules the captain does go first.
maybe
The
I don't. I'm
translation
just
problem.
who knows. I mean, it was. I felt that worked a little bit better just because the captain's setting the tone for where they think things should lie, right?
Right.
But they have to give their number, so it can't be a 5, right? It's I think it's hard too as the captain to do that.
I think when you're waiting for everyone else to go, you're waiting for someone to have one of the extremes, so then you can baseline on it.
Right.
Right.
And that's why I think a house rule, or maybe the rule should be that the captain must go first. I think it helps in it.
Sure, I can see that.
They're in the front, they're leading, so
Right.
lead.
Yeah.
But it's hard. I mean, it's really hard. Like figuring out like the extremes, especially when you're on. I think I led on that one, and I said water, right?
Right. But here's the thing.
Which to me was the most important thing in a desert, right? But food is important too,
Even with the clue giving rules being the most helpful for us, right? The most with our ability to most game the system, we still lost both games. Essentially lost,
Right.
in the sense that we had 3 poop, 2 unicorn,
Yeah.
right? So that's my new favorite YouTube video. 3 poop, 2 unicorn.
No, I don't want to know that.
No.
So I don't. That's what I'm saying. That's why I see that as a feature and not a bug, because it would be, on the one hand, you're right that the game might move better if the captain always started, because then the captain's going to start and it can just happen. But it also might be even harder that way. And I don't think the game needs to be harder.
Sure.
It should be this kind of fun, light party game.
Right.
Right? Where you don't feel too horrible about whatever. I think any numbers 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, or 8, 9, 10. I think any of those numbers should go first.
Right.
If you have one of those numbers, I think you have incentive to go first. Because if you have 2, you definitely want to go, because you need to let the 1 person know where 1 is.
Right.
Or if you have 9, you want to go because you want the 10 person to know where 10 is.
So coming back to
Yeah.
that is that there's not much room for failure in the game, right? With the 5 players you have, again, we didn't lose, but we definitely did not win, and we only have 3 mistakes.
Right.
So I think everyone is there's a lot of trepidation about, should I go or should I not go? I want to get a better answer.
And that's why I liked it best when the captain starts, and then we just went clockwise.
Yeah.
I thought that was
Yeah,
really
that's-
smooth, and just everybody has their turn of when they're gonna give their answer,
Okay.
and
What do you think of the game, though?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Since the very first time I played it, I felt it was like kind of a mix of wavelength with the mind
Yeah.
a little bit.
Totally
you're,
see both of
you're
them.
trying to
Yes.
So yeah, I really enjoy it. I had some other fun cards before, and I don't know. I think it's a great game.
I can see with non-gamers, especially, having a specified order might help as well, right? If you're not a gamer at all, if you are playing with just your family or whatever, I could see where, look, the captain goes first and then it goes clockwise.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, that's something everybody understands and knows.
Right.
And then you don't have to worry about, should I go, should I
Okay.
not go? Because you have to go when it's your turn.
Yep.
That also makes sense. And that works just as well, probably. I don't know.
These, I will say, this is a German copy of the game, so we don't actually have the real English release. The rules are, the questions are probably going to be different, even though we did get these translations from the publisher. They gave us 100 translations on cards, like that we could print out, and then
Right.
a huge list, couple huge lists of questions in spreadsheets that I do like making and organizing.
And horseback riding
yeah.
and golf.
So I wonder how it'll go. I don't know who the publisher is. I have like a suspicion who the publisher is going to be in the United States, and I'm eager to see what that might happen with it. I don't.
I think they're going to do a good job about translating and localizing it for a USA.
Sure, I mean,
I'm not worried about
especially if it's the company I'm thinking. It could be fun, right? That you want a good company that's gonna, because this is what makes or breaks these games is the
content of the
and
cards.
the
Right.
I think they translated and created 20 for us. They're in here somewhere. The jury members did, so they were like,
Oh, really? That's
so yeah,
cool.
they were like they had one that was adapted for Dallas, which was fun, and I don't remember exactly what that was, but.
Cool.
But yeah, they only had 20, so you couldn't play it too many times. You could play it, right? Because it's a different game with different people every
Sure.
time. I was asked to sit down with a family, a bunch of people I had no idea who they were, and it was one of the SDJ judges was there, and he's like, I'm like, okay, I'll play, and it was interesting to see how it played out. because it's fun. Like they were having a great time, and I was having a fun time trying to fit in the right way for the answers. But it's a cool game. It's really, really cool.
So
and I'm really waiting for the English version. You know.
Your tuna fish answers.
I didn't do
Played
tuna
out
fish. But yeah, I it's funny for me. I like being on the extremes. I think obviously.
Yeah,
I think
of course.
that's the place to be.
It's
you know?
less. It's easier to think of those answers
Yeah.
for one, right?
True.
Whereas probably you, right? I like being in the middle.
Oh, the
I like
5, 6,
I
yeah.
like trying to figure those out. That's just kind of
In
fun.
relation to other people, yes.
Yeah, kind of.
It's fun thinking of the ridiculous things. Though I thought it was, as I said, Scott had a fully stocked. That was a stuck in the desert, and I'm like, wow, okay, because he's got to be the 10. But I like that upping the next level. You know what I mean? And I think Nikki said a blanket is what you need on the in the desert.
Oh, that's
you know?
great.
Which
Yeah,
isn't- it's you don't need it, but you need it. It might be shade, might
Right.
keep you warm when it gets cold at night.
Yeah.
You know?
Right, you've got the 10 on some topic, and then someone with the 9 goes in front of you.
Yeah, that's huge.
And gives like what's clearly in your mind the 10 answer.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, what do I got to up this.
I gotta up this,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And what you don't want to do is cheat and go like, well, Lincoln's answer +1.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that literally.
You could get away with
I
that
don't mean
once.
that literally.
2 tuna
I mean,
fish
like-
sandwiches.
Yeah, like, exactly. Like, okay, so I go to a board game convention and I play all the games with all my friends and I win and everything, and I get a check for $100,000.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't know what to do.
no,
to
that was
That worked.
It worked.
That was
It
fine.
worked, though.
That was
worked.
totally fine. The good news is, in that specific instance, it almost didn't matter because Candice was the captain,
Yes.
so she already knew her number.
Yeah.
So anything you did was fine in that instance.
Yeah.
But that's also part of the fun was that.
Yeah.
There's a harder version that you can play, by the way, which
Harder?
is yes.
Yeah.
There's a harder version you can play.
We're not ready. We're not ready for the
Here's the harder
version.
variant. The captain, everybody gives their clue, and then the captain doesn't point to people. The captain just has to guess what 4 numbers are out there.
Wow.
All right? So the captain's going to just say, okay, I think one of you is the 2. And if one of them's a 2, you put it up.
Wow.
And the captain's allowed to guess the same number over and over again if they want.
That's 4
Oh,
points.
sorry. You point to someone. I'm sorry. You point to someone. You go, Lincoln, I think you're the 2. And if Lincoln is, he turns his card over. And if it's not, then you're wrong. You go, okay, Mike, in that case, you're the 2. But the point is, you guess everyone's number, and then when that's done, the other 4 players have to guess the captain's number.
Oh, that's kind of interesting, but that's
Yeah.
hard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Top
that
10
seems really-
extreme.
It's
Yeah.
really, really hard. I
Yeah.
don't know how. I don't know how you would whatever. But yeah, if you want to play a harder version, maybe you get too good at it or something.
We're not too good yet.
No, that's
No, not at all. I was shocked how. I mean, that's how good the questions were from the jury.
Yeah.
We did better for sure. Although maybe everybody was just like on their game. You
It
know?
just
Was that
depends.
we were at a convention.
Listen,
so.
the sample question, right? The diving into the pool question. Like some questions are just better for answers,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Diving
Yeah.
into a pool has a wide range of things you can dive into, as opposed to like the pitching your own TV show. There are some categories that are almost too broad.
Sure.
So you kind of get stymied of like, well, what do I think of? Where what you want is a category that isn't too narrow, but that it isn't too crazy broad, so that you have like analysis.
Right,
paralysis.
and then that and then to avoid that is what Nikki said. Is that's when someone gives an answer, you're trying to base it on an answer. It
Right.
helps move the
Yeah,
game along. I
agreed.
don't think that's a bad thing. But
No,
you're
I
right
agree.
because maybe the questions are too broad or that
Yep.
question's too broad.
Yep.
Are you talking about these ladies as being too broads? That's not very nice.
That's horrible.
It's not nice to do that, though.
Yeah, Mike, why would you do that?
Well, thanks for teaching us, Dave.
Thank you, Lincoln.
And thanks to you for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and consider subscribing to our channel. If you click on the bell, you get notified when we put up new videos. See you next time.